Good morning, classmates, and good morning, Ma'am Angge. I am Rainer Capente from Bitalad IA2B, your student in TLEA. And today, I will be discuss to you the performance calculations in caregiving. Performing calculations in caregiving, it is not enough that a caregiver identifies all the tools and materials in caregiving. She also has to learn how to administer medicines to the patients. So caregiving is a vocation and a profession that encompasses different kinds of skills that are necessary to maintain the health and state of your client. Besides interacting with various people of different needs and ages, you are also responsible in making sure that they follow the instruction given by their attending physician. As someone caregiver, it is part of your job to determine if your client is taking the accurate medications at the right dosage. It is very important that the right amount of medicines is given to the patient. Conversion from one unit to another when applicable in giving medicines must be part of the knowledge that the caregiver has to acquire. Manner and systems of measurements are part of our daily activities at home or in school. In organizing our tasks, preparing our meals, we need to perform calculation to ensure that we do not put our lives at stake. So that's why our mathematical skills is necessary, especially the safe of administrations of our medicines to our patients. We have three measurement systems used in pharmacology. So the number one is the household measurement system. So when we say the household measurement systems, this is these household measurements usually you can see in your kitchen like tablespoon, teaspoon, cups, and so on. That you can give those measurements that you can see it in your kitchen. The number two is the metric system. So what is this metric system? So the metric systems, these are the gram for weight, liter for volume, liter for length. For example, for the metric system no, in 1 meter, there are equivalent to 100 centimeters. So in 1 liter, equivalent to 1,000 millimeters. 1 kilogram equivalent to 1,000 grams. So the number three is the apothecary system. So the apothecary system is an old systems of measurements per medicines. So in medicines, no, uses units like grains or for weight, minutes or for volume. So now mostly replaced by metric system. So ngayon pa lang nireplace na yung apothecary sa metric system. So now let's proceed to the tables. So in unit of measurements and the approximate or equivalents, sa number one is the unit of measurements. We have the 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon in approximate measurements, no? In 1 teaspoon there are 60 drops. In 1 teaspoon there are also 5 ml. So in 1 tablespoon sa approximate equivalent, no? In 1 tablespoon there are 3 teaspoon. In 1 tablespoon there are 15 ml. So in 1 fluid ounce, there are 1 fluid ounce, there are 2 tablespoon. 1 fluid ounce, there are 30 ml. So in ounce or weight, there are 16 ounce or 1 pounds. 1 ounce is 30 grams. So in 1 cup, in 1 cup, no, there are 8 ounce. In 1 cup, there are 16 tablespoon. In 1 cup, there are 240 ml. In 1 pint, there are 2 cups. In one pint, there are 480 ml. In one cart, there are 2 pints. In one cart, there are 4 cups. So in 1 gallon, there are in 1 gallon there are quarts. In 1 gallon, there are 8 pints. In 1 gallon, there are 378 ml. So in 1 pound, there are 16 ounces. In 1 pound, there are 480 grams. So now let's proceed to the calculating pediatric dosage for oral drugs. So here, always follow the physician's order and drug labels, the methods of converting quantities from unit of measurement to another. No, so if not sure about the task, always ask the assistance from somebody who may be senior to you. No, if you are not sure, you may ask or you may approach of someone that who are senior to you or that has more knowledge than you. So administering pediatric oral drugs. So here, tablets and capsules are hard to take by infants and young children. Thus, they are given liquid medicines in some cases, where liquid medicines are not available. So tablets may be rushed and mixed with just a little water or just a little water. So here usually naman yung mga tablets and capsules, usually it is so hard to give that as a parents, as a caregiver. It is so hard to give that to your children or to your patients, or you have a patients, an infant's baby that you are giving a like yung mga capsules, 'di ba? Usually sa mga parents, they kung walang yung mga liquid um medicines or capsules, usually they do another alternatives that they can be their children can take that medicines, parang there's another options, that you can put water so that they can drink it without hesitations. So now, we have tools in giving out pediatric oral drugs. So, as you can see in the pictures, these are the tools that you can give to the pediatric drugs. Of course, the number one is cough. This is advisable for children. This is not advisable for infant baby. Okay? So, dropper, used for infant. Of course, dropper talaga ang ginagamit sa mga infant babies. It is not unadvisable that cups is given by infant babies. So, of course, the number 3 is, we have here, as you can see in the pictures, the syringe used for infants, yung mga syringe. So, spoon with hollow handle used for toddlers. So, we have methods to calculate pediatric doses. So, the body surface or the area or BSA or methods dosage per kilogram of body weight method. So, physicians usually use this because this is the most accurate and safest method. So, in calculating pediatric dose, ito yung mga most accurate, yung mga, kumbaga, safe siya gamitin. So, kay Clark's rule, these methods uses the weight of the child in calculating approximate dosage. So here, ginagamit siya yung to measures the weight of the child. So kay Young's rule naman, this is applicable to children who are 2 years of age and above. So applicable lang siya sa mga bata nga yung age nila is pataas. So, kung kay friend rules naman, this is used to calculate doses for children who are 2 years and below. So, usable lang siya sa mga bata, yung mga 2 years below pababa, yung mga 1-year-olds, months, ganon. So, of course, no, we have important reminders in calculating dosage. So, it is necessary to use calculator in solving equations. Verify from drug handbook if in doubt, or call a pharmacist. Always keep a record of the patient's weight in kilograms. This will keep you from wasting the patients all the time. So, no, di ba, usually, reminder siya to all the caregivers that you need to keep that record from your patients. That's all. Thank you.